I am speaking to you today, October 25th, because I have been calling your name in the quiet between your breaths, and you have felt me in the ache under your ribs and the pull behind your eyes. I have watched you search for answers in the corners of rooms, in the glow of your phone, in the hush of midnight when the world is draped in shadows and the clock loses its confidence. I am not late. I am not distant. I am here, and I am steady, and I am bringing to you what you were not ready to carry until this exact hour. You will not be the same after this, because truth is a key that once turned cannot be unturned, a door that once opened cannot forget the wind that crossed its threshold. I have tried to reach you through sudden memories, familiar songs at unfamiliar moments, the way your name seemed to rise from nowhere and land quietly in your chest like a bird that trusts your window sill. I am trying to reach you now, again, because it is time. There is a confession in the air around you, and it trembles like thunder too far to hear but near enough to shake the glass. This confession has pressed its forehead to the floor and finally admitted what I already knew. Someone's voice that once covered itself with certainty grew tired of pretending to be brave against truth. This person spoke, not to destroy you, but to release their own soul from the knot it tied the day they allowed envy to walk your hall and sleep behind your door. They have carried a story about you that was never theirs to carry, and that weight has bent them. In the hidden place, when the light fell across their room like a choice, they whispered what they did, what they said, what they suggested to others, what they almost did and then did not do because I, the Lord who visits in the last second, caught their wrist with mercy. Hear me, I am not revealing this to break you. I am revealing this to make you unbreakable. You have mistaken certain silences as indifference from heaven, but silence was the surgery I performed without anesthesia, because the tumor called betrayal had rooted itself close to your hope, and removing it gently would have left fragments to grow again. I needed you to trust me in the quiet, to let me work with steady hands where no audience could applaud. I needed you to be honest with what you desired, because desire clarifies destiny, and destiny cannot be negotiated with those who only admire you when your hands are empty. This person confessed that they used your name like currency to purchase validation in rooms where you were not invited. They confessed that every compliment they gave you in public was shadowed by a private suggestion that you were unstable, unreliable, or unworthy. They confessed that when blessings came near your house, they stood on the porch and tried to talk the courier into redirecting the package to their own address, pretending that both addresses were really one. They confessed that they rehearsed apologies for a future day they hoped would never come, and now the day has come and the words cannot stay in their mouth. They confessed that they told others you were too fragile for more, too broken to be trusted with the delicate glasswork of opportunity, too naive to sit where decisions are made. They confessed to adding weight to your shoulders while pretending to help you lift. They confessed to withholding information you needed because accuracy would have made you unstoppable. They confessed to promising to look out for you while positioning themselves to look down on you. They confessed to monitoring your joy to calculate when to interrupt it. Listen to me, beloved, even now, I have placed fire in your eyes that does not burn you. This fire will not scorch your kindness, it will protect it. This fire will not devour your empathy, it will refine it from gullibility into wisdom. I am not asking you to hate them. I am asking you to outgrow the version of you that needed their permission to be bright. They were never your ceiling, they were a temporary awning that kept you from the rain while I rebuilt your house. And now, the house is ready, and the weather has changed, and I am rolling back what covered you because the sun you asked me for is here. Today, October 25th, I am setting times and seasons like lanterns along your path. Some will try to tell you that this confession is a trap and that knowing it will poison you, but truth is not poison. Bitterness is poison, and bitterness is not required. You may feel the first heat of anger rise and threaten to speak on your behalf, but let me speak first. I will tell you what to say, if anything. I will tell you when to remain still, and when to move like a blade through tangled vines, cutting without rage, separating without violence, proceeding without apology. There is strength in gentle certainty, and I am placing that certainty in your mouth so that your words arrive like keys, not like stones. Understand this mystery. The confession was made to me before it was made to anyone else. I heard it. I measured it. I accepted the repentance where it was honest, and I rejected the performance where it tried to hide. I am dealing with them according to the measure that heals, not the measure that satisfies curiosity. I have not invited you to become the judge, for judgment would choke the fruit I am growing in your patience. I have invited you to become a witness to my protection that worked even when you did not see the danger, a witness to my timing that waited for the exact minute to usher truth out of its hiding place, a witness to my mercy that kept your heart from becoming a museum of grievances. You will ask me, why did you allow them so near? I answer, because proximity reveals purity. It is easy for someone to love you when they are far enough away to be impressed by the outline of your life. I permitted nearness to expose motives, so your discernment would mature beyond flattery, beyond shared enemies, beyond the comfort of familiar rhythms. When you prayed for greater capacity, I sent experiences that required greater boundaries. When you asked me to enlarge your territory, I first strengthened your gates. I do nothing carelessly. Even the Akkad architecture, do not think that your kindness was wasted. Your kindness was a seed that grew an orchard in a realm you could not yet see, and I will let you eat from those branches in due time. Do not think that your trust was foolish. Your trust was the bridge that carried you over waters that would have drowned you if you had tried to swim by suspicion alone. Do not think that your willingness to try again made you weak. Your willingness was a forge where I hammered you into someone who can carry weight without bending into bitterness. There is a difference between boundaries and walls. Today I give you boundaries that breathe, Now hear the decree. I am removing the counterfeit favor that looked like acceptance but was really a surveillance system installed by insecurity. I am returning to you the time you spent apologizing for your light. I am breaking the memo that went around the room describing you as optional. I am erasing the edits they made to your name. I am uncrossing out what they crossed out. I am reprinting the page. I am taking their whispered maybe and answering it with my certainly. What they tried to negotiate, I have already decided. What they tried to delay, I have already scheduled. What they tried to rename, I have already called by its true name since before your first cry. This person's confession has consequences, but the first consequence is freedom, for you. Freedom to rest your shoulders. Freedom to stop explaining what I have already endorsed. Freedom to choose rooms that can hold the sound of your real voice. Freedom to leave quietly when you notice your peace being taxed at a rate higher than your joy can pay. Freedom to forgive without entertaining the same cycle again. I am not asking you to forget wisdom. I am asking you to release revenge. Let me handle the arithmetic of justice while you handle the artistry of obedience. I am also giving you a sign, and it will come in gentleness. You will notice a conversation that would normally leave you anxious, and yet a calm will settle over you like a shawl. You will notice an invitation that used to make you scramble to prepare, and yet a steadiness will say, you are already prepared. You will notice a familiar fear knock softly, and you will not answer the door. That is the sign. It will tell you that the season has changed, not because the calendar flipped, but because your inner weather finally obeyed the sky I spoke over you. Do not mistake the initial quiet after this message as absence. The quiet is the landing of a large bird on a branch you did not know could hold such weight. It is my spirit making room in your house for new furniture, perspective, alignment, uncommon opportunities that do not require you to audition for your own life. You will receive correspondence that clarifies where you stand. You will receive a chance that does not circle back through the same people who misnamed you. You will receive help from a direction you hadn't considered because you were trained to seek approval from a single door. Many doors are opening. You will not strive to keep them all open. You will walk through the one I make luminous. I know you wanted to know the name. Names have power, but you have now outgrown the need to hold theirs in your mouth to feel strong. If I reveal a name to you, it will be for healing, not for humiliation. If I withhold it, it is because your freedom does not require that detail to be secure. I will not let you be ambushed by what you cannot prepare for. I will not let you be sabotaged by what you cannot see. I will place safeguards that feel like intuition but are, in truth, my hand turning your face toward the right voice at the right time. I will nudge you away from old conversations that used to hook you like barbed wire. I will anchor you in the kind of peace that makes noise irrelevant. Today, October 25th, I am planting the flag of no more in the middle of your patterns. No more rehearsing hypothetical confrontations. No more spending the day beneath a ceiling of dread that never falls but robs you of height. No more asking for permission to be entrusted with what I have already placed in your care. No more giving discounts to those who criticize the full price of your calling. No more fasting from joy because others are hungry for drama. The confession was not a bomb placed at your feet. It was a pressure valve lifting from a sealed chamber so you could breathe again and hear again and believe again that I choose you because I made you. And I made you for more than this maze of second guessing. Your future is not delayed, it was in formation. The gears you could not see were aligning teeth with teeth so that the next turn would be smooth. You are not behind, you are precisely on the clock of a God who wastes nothing. I did not need your cooperation to arrange the apology, I needed your consent to step out of the role of the accused. You are released from the courtroom. The verdict over you is appointed. The sentence is blessed. The evidence is the endurance that did not corrode your tenderness. I see how you refused to get even, how you tried to stay kind, how you held your tongue until it bled. I will heal that tongue. I will give it songs again. There will be people who do not know what to do with your new peace. Some will call you distant because you no longer dance at the edge of their chaos. Some will call you proud because you stop agreeing to be small. Some will call you changed because you are. Do not return to the costume once you have grown past it. Do not shrink to make others comfortable in a room built for your current height. You can be humble without hiding. You can be generous without being used. You can be forgiving without granting access to the same broken loop. I, the Lord who leads you by still waters, am also the Lord who teaches you to walk on the wind. I am giving you new language for your prayers. Instead of saying, "Please make them see me," you will say, "Please help me see what you see." Instead of saying, "Please let them choose me," you will say, "Please help me choose what chooses my purpose." Instead of "Please open their heart to my worth," you will say, "Please open my eyes to the doors that open toward my assignment." These are not semantics. These are switches that turn on entire wings of your life that have been dark while you waited outside rooms that were never yours. I am changing your posture from knocking to walking, from pleading to partnering, from surviving to stewarding. This is how you will never be the same after hearing what was confessed. You will stop living like a rumor about yourself and start living like my report. You will see restitution, but it will look like alignment more than apology. You will feel vindication, but it will feel like clarity more than celebration. You will witness me reorder your relationships, not with drama but with gravity, pulling the right people close and letting others drift to their true orbit. You will experience the sweetness of being believed by the life you live rather than the explanations you provide. You will recognize provision arriving at the exact minute it becomes necessary, not a season earlier when it would have tempted you to anchor to the provision instead of the provider. I am careful with you. I am exact with you. I am neither early nor late, I am perfect. And I am yours. If you wonder how to move now, move gently. Answer only what is asked. Share only what is needed. Keep your oil for the lamps that light your path, not for fires that burn out in applause. Make choices that honor the quiet where you hear me best. Trust the discomfort that signals growth, and reject the discomfort that signals disrespect. Let your boundaries speak for you when you are tired of speeches. Let your calendar reflect your calling. Let your yes be clean and your no be kind. I am with you in the email you will send, in the phone call you will ignore, in the door you will open, in the message you will delete, in the opportunity you will accept, in the invitation you will decline. I will give you courage that is not loud, courage that moves like a river through a canyon, unyielding because it is becoming what it was always meant to be. I did not reveal this confession to make you a keeper of secrets that rot your joy. I revealed it to make you a guardian of peace that grows your future. You are permitted to be happy while heaven heals what happened. You are permitted to laugh while I rewrite what others tried to scribble over your name. You are permitted to dream beyond the parameters someone else drew for you when they did not want you to discover how wide the sky is over your own field. Lift your head. Breathe. Feel your ribs make room for more air than before. That is me enlarging your heart to hold what I am sending. The one who confessed has a journey that is theirs, and my mercy will insist on their transformation. If restoration ever becomes possible, it will be because both truth and trust have done their long, patient work, not because guilt barged in with a bouquet. For now, release them to me. Do not stalk their progress. Do not narrate their penance. Do not schedule their lesson. I am the teacher. You are the student of a different class now, and the curriculum is joy, wisdom, and unbothered focus. Your homework is simple. Keep building what I placed in your hands before anyone applauded. Keep showing up to the page, the plan, the practice, the prayer. Keep becoming immune to performance and addicted to purpose. Keep watching how I turn what was meant to humiliate into what will humble through holiness. Receive this as a seal. Your name is safe with me. Your future is not at the mercy of their narrative. Your calling is not vulnerable to their confusion. Your momentum is not dependent on their memory of what you did for them. I, who authored the first sentence of your story, am not consulting other readers about how it should end. The confession has cleared the smoke in the room. Now step to the window. See how the horizon has moved closer while you were bracing for another storm. It is not too late. It is right on time. And you are exactly where grace expected you to be. Take this into your bones. I have been trying to reach you because I delight in you, not because I am disappointed in you. I correct because I protect. I reveal because I restore. I name because I claim. I lead because I love. You will never be the same after knowing what was confessed, not because the hurt is unforgettable, but because the healing is undeniable. Walk forward with a softness that does not apologize for its strength and a strength that does not need to prove itself by crushing what is fragile. Walk forward knowing that I am ahead of you adjusting the lighting, behind you closing unnecessary doors, beside you matching your pace. Within you tuning your instincts to the frequency of wisdom. Today, October 25th, let the bell ring in the school of your heart. Class is in session, and the lesson is this: truth never returns empty. The confession came, and with it came your release papers stamped by my hand. Go. Be who I saw the day I decided you would be born. Tend what I am giving you with a glad seriousness. Let your life become the loudest response to every false sentence ever spoken over you. I will be your echo, your shield, your sunrise, your second wind, your counselor in the night, your smile without reason, your reason without fear. I am reaching you, and now I have you. Keep listening. Keep breathing. Keep becoming. I am here, and you are free. Today, October 25th, I am drawing near to you again, not as an echo from a distance but as a voice at your door, a warm breath over the coals that still glow beneath your disappointments, a steady hand reaching through the fog that tried to swallow your hope. I have been trying to reach you through the little signals you kept dismissing, the sudden memory you could not explain, the quiet ache when you heard your name spoken kindly by a stranger, the chill that ran down your spine when you almost gave up and something whispered, "Not yet." I have walked beside you through rooms where you smiled for others while your heart was secretly trembling. And I have watched you lay awake pretending to be comfortable with a life that felt 2 sizes too small. I am not coming today to scold you for taking so long to open. I am coming to tell you that you are exactly on time for the unveiling I set in motion before your tears learned to speak.